Hello everybody. Today I'm going to give you guys a very special video. Um, a video where I feel I need to get something off my chest. Um, After watching Tevil Smoka's most recent video in regards to Superman and the Authority, I feel, you know what, I have to talk about this. I have to talk about this. For those of you who are new to my channel, who are new to my content, Superman, ever since I was a child, was one of my absolute favorite characters. He's my favorite hero and character in the DC universe. He's one of my favorite comic book heroes. He's one of my favorite comic book characters. Hell, he's one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. Today I'm going to discuss why I think Superman is not only an important character, but the greatest superhero of all time. Now, of course, people have always had this discussion when it comes to sports and video games, movies, and music, but rarely we ever have this conversation where we talk about superheroes and so forth. The reason why I'm making this video once again is because of the most recent video in regards to Superman supposedly, according to this rumor, joining the Authority. And why I have issues with this too as well. For those of you who don't know, the Authority is basically a dark superhero team that mostly involves superheroes brutalizing and killing criminals on the first side of trouble. Back in 2000, writer Joe Kelly and artist Dog Monkey got together and created the What's So Fun About Truth, Just in the American Way storyline in Action Comics Volume 1, issue number 775. Now, that storyline and that comic is still one of the most beloved Superman comics and stories of all time. And for a lot of very good reasons. One, and how well it showcases Superman's morality, why he's different from other superheroes, and so forth. But we're not really here to talk about the Authority. We're here to talk about Superman, why he's such an important character, and in my opinion, the greatest superhero of all time. First, I'll get into the reasons. Well, they're both parallel one another. For starters, ever since his revision during the Silver Age of comics, Superman has been more than just a character and a hero. He's been an ideal to strive towards. That's what the one thing that separates Superman from most other characters is that he's not just a hero, he's not just a character with godlike power, he's an ideal to strive towards. Not just in terms of being able to beat foes and stuff, but in terms of the type of person you want to be. Superman, to me, why I think he's the greatest superhero of all time is because he is the embodiment, the epitome of what a superhero should be, as a person as well. He's good-natured, pure-hearted, optimistic, charismatic. He is kind-hearted, compassionate, decent, morally righteous. He's selfless. He's caring. He shows compassion. And he's willing to help people regardless how big or how small the situation is. We have seen Superman rescue cats from trees, help an old lady across the street, help people during, times of stress, during the times when they were about to commit suicide. Superman, and also the things that why Superman is so important. See, not every character has to be dark to be successful. Just because you're dark doesn't mean you're cool. Just because you're dark doesn't mean you're badass. I think we live in such a society today where we become over-infatuated with these dark characters. Yes, they may be good for storytelling, but not every story has to be dark, and every character has to be dark to be successful. I mean, that's why Superman has stood the test of time. He's lasted over 80 years, and if that doesn't say something, I don't know what will. Superman has both directly and indirectly inspired and He has been both directly and indirectly responsible for the creation of thousands upon thousands of superheroes that we have gotten over the years. I mean, in many ways, a lot of these characters have been in some way, shape, or form inspired by Superman. Granted, you can argue Superman wasn't the first. There have been heroes that came out before him, but he was the one that put the superhero genre on the map. If it wasn't for Superman, I don't think superheroes would have been as beloved, enduring, as iconic as they are today, especially when we come to know them. How we come to know them, excuse me. You know, if there's one type of that a lot of people have compared Superman to is Jesus Christ, and why would a fictional character be compared to a historic figure? Well, technically, Superman is an historic figure too. I mean, Superman's a part of history because, like Jesus, Superman inspires hope. He gives people hope and optimism for a better and brighter future. He, rather than instilling fear through vengeance, like something like Batman, Spawn, or the Punisher do. That's what makes Superman unique, is that he doesn't do that, you know. And then he's a very pacifistic type of character. You know, he doesn't believe in violence. He'd rather talk things out than slug it out with some thug. You know, Superman, why he's such an important character, because he also not only represents hope and optimism, he also represents leadership, strong leadership, which let's be fucking honest, has been lacking these past several years. And I'm not just talking about in Washington, D.C., I'm talking about all over the states. I'm talking about throughout our states, throughout the world, there has been a lack of leadership. Superman, throughout the course of his career, has been regarded as the primus inter pares of the Justice League, which is Latin for the first of all equals. Every ideology and philosophy the Justice League has came from Superman himself. And that's why it kind of bothers me. Why would, even though this is a rumor, why would you put Superman on such a team that is nothing like him? That goes against everything Superman fights for. That goes against every single principle and philosophy that Superman has fought for his entire career. Now, granted, during the Golden Age comics, he was a tough guy. He had no qualms about killing criminals. But he has changed since then. Characters go through changes over time. And Superman was one of those characters. No, Batman has gone through changes in his character. And most of them, as far as I'm concerned, have been good for him. But we're not here to talk about Batman, we're talking about Superman. Superman represents hope and optimism, as I've stated many times here in this video. Superman represents hope and optimism for a better and brighter future. He ain't like Captain America, who in some ways is a lot like Superman in terms of his personality and character, brings out the best in people. You know, as I said, he represents both of these characters, Superman and Captain America. I know I'm supposed to be talking about Superman, but just hear me out. They represent strong leadership and also charisma, which I don't think people understand. You know, Ronald Reagan was such a beloved and iconic president during the 1980s because he represented, in a lot of Americans' eyes, he had charisma, he had leadership. That's what Superman has. He has charisma, he has leadership. Now, I highly doubt Superman's going to come over to the Authority and clean house. Because the Authority, they don't play games. Once they see a criminal running amok in the streets, they kill him on first sight. And we all know that's not how Superman does it. Superman is not the Punisher. Superman is not Spawn. Superman is not Ghost Rider. Don't get me wrong. I love a couple of those characters. But that's not how Superman does things. And that's why people like myself have loved Superman for so long. It's because he's different from other characters. So, Superman is such an important character. And why he's, in my opinion, the greatest superhero of all time. Because he represents what superheroes are supposed to be. He is the definition of what a superhero should be, and what a person should be. He is what we strive to be day in and day out. For people that say Superman is irrelevant and outdated, they're wrong on so many levels. Superman is not irrelevant and outdated. I'd say now, he's more relevant and important than ever. Because of the violence, the riots, the hate, the division, the fear. Superman, I'd say, is more relevant and important now more than ever because of what's been going on, not just here in America, but throughout the world. So yeah, that's my video on why I think Superman is the GOAT of superheroes and an important character. Peace out.